So when we were raising our family, it was important to us that our kids took a gap year and just had a great time traveling, meeting people, and investing in their own faith.
She just really wanted to make her faith her own, growing up in a Christian home, kind of taking her parents' faith, and so she just felt really free to go somewhere and ask a lot of questions, hang out with peers that were facing the same struggles she was facing, and walking beside them and going through it together, and just developing these lifelong friendships that she still has.
Yeah, she got married last year, and a couple of her bridesmaids were 7, 8 years later from her experience in Sweden. Our son, about 3 years later, decided he didn't want to be like his sister, so he went to the opposite end of the world. He went to New Zealand, and again had a great time. Went with several friends from the church that he was involved with. He had a tremendous time, invested in his faith, and when he came back, we found that he was far more again invested in his Christian walk.
More confident.
I think that to invest post-high school for a year in grounding yourself in what you believe is only going to pay dividends when you head off to university, and you are confronted by all of the stuff that university confronts you with. I can say for our own children, it didn't slow down their university careers at all, except to take that year and to have a wonderful experience while they could. Our son went back and graduated in engineering 4 years later, and has started a career, is doing very well. Our daughter went to school. When she got back, she's in a PhD program now at university too. So it wasn't as if it deflected them and they never went to school. They came back. They've done very well at school. They've done very well in life. So I don't see it as something that's slowing down or hindering. I see it as something that is actually, in some cases, it might have even accelerated them, because it gave them a year to think about what they might really want to do in life. And it wasn't us as parents saying, come on, you got to get this done. And for heaven's sakes, they're 18 years old. They've got the rest of their lives. And so to take that year was an opportunity for them to slow down, take a breath, think about things, get a taste of life that they wouldn't if they went right off to university, and then to invest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very much. Because of our kids' time at Bible school, they took the faith that they had inherited from us, that we had raised them in, and they were put in a setting where they were able to ask the questions in an honest way and in a great setting that they needed to ask, so that they could sort things out themselves. They weren't being pressured by the situation that they'd grown up in. They weren't being coddled in any way, but rather they were facing significant questions about what they believed, and they had to make their faith their own faith. And we all come to a place where if we've grown up in the church especially, we have to take the faith that we've inherited, and we have to decide whether in fact that's true for us as well. And both of them did that. And the change when they came back was that we saw that it wasn't about joining us in what we were doing in terms of faith. They actually attended different churches than us. They got involved with lots of ministry, and they're still involved with ministry today. They're in secular careers, but the church would be, and Christianity, Jesus is the center of their life. I would just say to all the parents that are watching this that this would be a fantastic thing to help steer your children towards. Our kids, as I said before, it's worked out really, really well for them. They would do it again in a heartbeat, and we look forward to seeing what happens one day when the next generation has this opportunity.